Systems Go from Delran, New Jersey. How's it going, guys?
Good. Thanks for having us.
Good.
Great
Of
to
course.
be here.
Really appreciate you guys coming on. Let's dive right into it. So when and how do you guys form?
So, me and Devin were in the same band in high school together. We started when he was a freshman, I was a sophomore, during the summer. And then we played for maybe 2.5 years. And then once we graduated, me and the other two original members of that band were a grade ahead of Devin. So he was a senior. We all went off to separate colleges. Kind of stopped doing music for a few years after that. And then at some point, randomly in the summer 2016, I hadn't seen Devin for a few years. And one of the first conversations that we had when we were hanging out one time was just about the band. And it's oh, we're old enough to drink now. What, we can play gigs and bars if we got back together. What if we restarted the band? And from there, it just started again. We had our original members join back up with us, played our first few gigs acoustic. So we had our original drummer playing cajon, and he said after the first few gigs, oh, he wouldn't be able to fully commit to relearning how to play drums. So we asked Joe to join us, and then we were just playing open mics over that first winter break during my senior year of college. But by the time we got back, during the summertime, then we started playing actual shows and playing the local circuit, local bars and stuff like that. And then we've just been doing it ever since.
That's awesome. Short and, right to the point. So you guys recently dropped a new song. Everything Going Well Is a Bad Thing, Right? How's the response been to it?
So far, way better than anything we put out before.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, for sure. We were talking about this before the interview, but I don't know if it's just because of we're leaving a bigger carbon footprint with the song by posting it on TikTok and Instagram and YouTube Shorts and just having it be more present across social media in conjunction with Spotify. But so far our numbers are double whatever our best release was before, and it's only been out for 8 days. So.
That's how you know you're doing it right.
Also, you get the random commenters scrolling through that like to say negative things, and I feel like that's always a good thing. You got eyes on you.
That's how you know you're making it.
Mm-hmm.
Haters gonna hate.
Can't stop them.
And just rant about it on Twitter after. Three certainties.
That's what Twitter's for.
Three certainties: death, taxes, and then some disgruntled guy in the comments just being oh, I don't like the way the vocals sound on this. As a musician, those are the three certainties.
Oh yeah.
Some really fat guy in his underwear living in his mother's basement.
Hey, I take offense. I'm wearing my underwear right now.
Hey, I mean, you do you, man.
You're not in the basement.
Yeah, you're right. I'm upstairs, so it's okay.
There you go. That's good.
I live it.
Well, I think it was wasn't it my cousin's girlfriend's house? I think kept telling us guys, you got to get on TikTok. Got to get it was working really well for them to get their music out there. Of course, their stuff is awesome. They're rightfully doing really, really well, which is amazing.
Mm-hmm.
But they kept telling us that get on TikTok, get on TikTok. So we finally joined the bandwagon, and it's been going pretty well for this new release.
Right on. So who do you guys record it with, and how was the process?
We recorded this song and upcoming EP with Gary Sione. He plays guitar in a hardcore band from Long Island called Crime and Stereo. They used to open for A Day to Remember 4 years strong back in the early 2000s. He owns his own studio at his house called Sound Acres in South Jersey. So we went there for a week in July to record. And then if any of you guys want to talk about our time.
So this is
Working
actually our
with Gary.
second time recording with Gary. He's the one that recorded the lowdown for us. And we had such a great experience with him. It was a great learning experience. We've worked with other producers in the past, but the relationship that he develops with the musicians coming in it's something special. That's for sure.
That's how you know you have a good one.
Yeah. One thing I will say too about that basically is like with this this song and this like record, he when we were like done with it, he basically was just like these songs sound better as like more rock songs than pop punk songs. So in terms of like everything like pre-pro, like any like layering and stuff, he produced the whole record to sound more like a rock release more so than a pop punk release. And that kind of played into how like we re-envisioned some of the songs because we did spend a lot of time demoing him, and then like most of them came out like a little bit like different from the way that we wrote them.
So do you think for the next release, do you think you'll go back to him, or do you think you'll switch it up and go with someone else?
I think we could go back.
Yeah, and we've had a really good. He's like the way he's helped us to construct some of our songs, and the little details that he focuses on and helps us to get out of our performance have been really, really awesome. And it's like Devin said, that it's more than just the music aspect. Like he's just a great person, and it's great working with him. His dog hangs out in the studio, and you're petting his dog and talk to him about like
Bernie.
Oh yeah, Bernie's the best, and he keeps it really lively too in the studio. There's never a dull moment. You're always talking about what good food is around, or
what not good food is around.
What not good food is around, or some random trivia question that he's decided to ask us all in the middle of. And watching him work is amazing too. He's got so much skill. He'll just comp down the drum tracks like right in front of you right there after I record, and do it all quick and easy, and then boom, we're ready to go and move on to the next thing. So it's been an awesome experience. We're definitely would be happy to go back.
That's dope. So you guys are from Delran, South New Jersey. Mm-hmm. How's the pop punk scene there? Do you guys have a favorite local band, favorite venue?
The scene's definitely changed. Like we've been a local band for probably like 8-ish years, 8.5 years. Like I feel like when we first started out, it was more of like, oh, we got to find who books this place, and then they'll throw us on a show with whoever. But like in the past few years, especially, we become friends with like a lot of the other local bands in the scene, and like it's like when you go to a show, honestly, it feels like you're hanging out with people, and then there's just music every 45 minutes type thing. You know, like it's just super like communal. Yeah, a lot of good bands in the area, whether it's like pop punk, emo, Midwest emo is like pretty popular too in both like Philly and like in like South Jersey. Like a lot of Rowan University's like basement scene like kind of has a lot of bands that like go with that sound. I know who Devin's favorite band. Like I know as soon as you were like, do you guys have any favorite bands? I know what Devin was gonna say.
Oh yeah, Dits. Check them out. They're incredible. They're incredible musicians, lyricists. Their use of metaphors is like unmatched. The guitars are unfathomable. It's something to behold.
Amazing drumming too.
Yes, very much so.
So who would you say your biggest influences are?
I would honestly say it's a constant rotation based on what we're listening to at the time. Like a lot of this new EP that's coming out, you could tell we've been listening to different things than what we were playing before. And it's always still in that pop punk realm, like, you know, big Blink-182, like fans and all that, but it's always changing, and there's a lot of like pop influence I feel like in this newer EP, especially when it comes to like the storytelling and the lyric writing. But it's definitely a constant change of whatever I'm listening to at the time. I'm going to pull inspiration from.
Yeah, I always thought that Matt's Menzinger binges recently have making their way into our music a lot in particular.
Yeah, especially this song, I think.
Oh yeah, I think so too.
I've always thought of the band as like a mix between like what I wanted to do like when we first started was have like the lyricism that Springsteen has, because a lot of the way that I write lyrics is like first verse starts a story, chorus talks about the whole thing, second verse continues the story, bridge continues the story, like kind of like chronologically in a way. I've always wanted to combine that kind of like Jersey Shore storytelling rock and roll with like the aggressiveness of like A Day to Remember. And then like when we write our songs, it comes out sounding like early Fall Out Boy and like Jimmy Eat World and that type of stuff. So like I feel like even when I'm writing, like I'll still listen to like those bands like Bruce, A Day to Remember, Fall Out Boy. Like if I'm listening to my favorite albums, like usually I'll like think of something that I like writing, or that I like, and I'll end up like writing it down and then like saving it.
Some really sick bands there.
Agreed.
Oh yeah.
So here's the $1 million question for you guys: if you could tour with one of those bands, who would it be?
One of those bands, or just?
Yeah, one of those bands.
Oh, one of those bands.
Yeah.
Who did Devin say?
He said the Wonder Years.
Oh,
that was gonna be my choice too.
Yeah. Wonder Years.
That would be dope. That would be really sick to be able to, see Soupy and all those guys perform every night.
Mm-hmm. We've seen him play at Philly like plenty of times at that. Home shows there's something to behold. It's if I were able to play a stage like that, then wow.
Someday, I believe in you guys. Just gotta believe in yourselves, keep grinding, and having the right mindset, and you'll get there. So now I'm going to ask you guys some non-music questions. It's a good way for me to get to know you as people. I did this with the other bands. Are you guys ready to roll?
Yep.
Yeah, let's do it.
First one. Favorite sports team?
Eagles.
Yeah. I think that's, Eagles. I know Devin is up there too.
It's got to be the Phils.
Dick, you say Sixers?
Yeah, Sixers.
Even right now?
Oh, they're not making the playoffs and they're absolutely garbage, but they're still my favorite team.
That's fair.
Like, they're trash right now, but like, I'm still a Sixers fan.
I won't hold that against you guys, those teams. I'm only saying that because for baseball, go Braves. Chop on, baby.
I watched a whole video on Freddie Freeman today, and I'm so conflicted because as a Phillies fan, I hate him as a player, but God, is he such, a great human. It makes it so difficult to not like that man.
Yeah. I mean, I was upset that he went to LA, but at the same time, it's like I still love the dude, like great human being. Brought us a championship. So I mean, he's an awesome dude, awesome ball player. And then the Eagles, I don't have a problem with them. They're probably my NFC team because my mom's side of the family is from South Jersey, so they're all Birds fans. So I feel like I kind of have to support them when the awful Jets aren't playing.
Yeah, you never know. Maybe
Jersey kid, so I have to support the Jets. What'd you say?
I said you never know. Maybe Aaron Rodgers will do some more mushrooms and have like an epiphany,
Yeah, maybe. He'll have to eat a lot more.
Yeah. Oh, gosh.
If you guys could be fluent in another language instantly, which one?
Ooh.
Instantly, that's
Well, if it's instantly, I'm gonna have to go with Spanish because it's the most useful by far in today's society, especially
my mom's side of the family is Colombian, so a lot of my older relatives still speak very little English, but I feel like if it was instantly and not having to just go through the process of taking the time to learn it, probably Italian. Spanish, I feel like I can pick up pretty easily. I can still understand it without fully speaking it, but
yeah. I was also gonna say Spanish for practicality, but thinking about it again, I would probably do Italian as well, just for my family's Italian. I think that would be a cool thing to keep the heritage going.
I think I'd do Spanish probably, for reasons. Because you can communicate and all that. And, it'd be helpful in work. It'd be helpful in a lot of different areas. The non-practical answer is I kind of want to know like ancient Greek or something because I love Greece, man.
Dick
I'm
has
like
the
a
best
wizard
answer.
for Greece.
Yeah, that's pretty interesting.
That would be absolutely incredible.
Hmm.
Yeah, you can't go wrong with any of those. So if you guys go back in time and talk to one world leader or person of influence, who would it be?
Ooh.
I'm gonna go with Teddy Roosevelt because nothing is cooler than Teddy Roosevelt riding a moose.
That would be sick.
I don't think any of us are topping that.
Can you change history through
Can you
this
change it?
conversation?
Change
I know where
history.
you're going with this one here.
I'm feeling generous, so yeah, you can change history.
Oh gosh.
Okay, if I could change history, right, then I would do the right thing and go and talk to some dictator, insert dictator here that did evil things, and be like, what the fuck is wrong with you? And smack them upside the head. That's my choice. That's 100% my choice. I'm gonna be like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Just scream at them for like 15 minutes straight, and then that's my choice.
Very nice.
This is a tough question.
It is a tough question. I'm not gonna go the shaming bad people route like Dick, but I would probably want to sit down with Abe Lincoln. That would be interesting.
Oh, that'd be dope.
Mom, Matt.
Matt's stuck.
Can you go to the musician route and go Jimi Hendrix? Probably
Yes,
just
dead
because
musicians, they count. Dead musicians count
yeah,
as
just the brain expansion meme, but like he personifies it basically. I feel like that would be a really like interesting chat just to see how he like goes about like how he went about like writing music and stuff like that, and just like his there's that one biopic about him called like All Is By My Side or whatever. Like I feel like a lot of the dialogue in that is super like philosophical. And then like me and my friends sit down, sometimes we end up having like deep conversations that are kind of like that. So like I feel like that'd be an interesting chat.
And maybe
Definitely.
he could teach you how to play guitar, shred while being on drugs.
Copious amounts of drugs.
It's
Get that
insane.
straight.
It's absolutely insane that he played his best when he was on coke. Like absolutely like mind blowing.
He used to literally
It
take
is.
his headband, dip it in acid, slice his forehead open, throw that bitch on.
Yeah.
Absolutely wild.
Nuts.
To each his own.
Yeah.
So if you guys had $1 million and you could donate to any charity, which one?
Ooh.
Ooh.
I like this. I like this. Oh my god.
That's really hard.
Would saying Movember be the cop out for that, or because that was immediately?
No, I think that's totally on brand. I think that's
immediately my first thought.
I was thinking Movember too. Yeah.
Men's mental health, suicide prevention, awareness.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, we've done a lot. Well, we've played a couple of Movember shows, and Dick has literally been in charge of running those the past couple of years with the Talk of the City guys, the Talk of the City podcast guys, right?
Yeah.
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 Yeah. Devin had a huge hand this year too. He did a lot this year, so shout out Devin.
So we have a local radio station called Preston and Steve, and Steve Morrison has a foundation for cats and rehoming cats and stuff. So I'm gonna go a different route, go with that, just to have a different answer.
I'm really stuck, so I'm just gonna go with the what I donate to is the Central PA Food Bank, since I live in Central PA. There we go. That's my cop-out answer.
Some solid picks. Can't go wrong with any of them. All right, last question. What are some places in Delran that visitors should check out?
In Delran.
I'm about to dox Matt's parents' house. No, I'm playing.
You have to go to the Bagel Cafe.
I was gonna say that, yeah. Bagel Cafe, Route 130 Diner for sure. They got some great eats.
Or is Bagelati technically in? No, it's not in Delran.
That's Cinnaminson, yeah.
It's a Cinnaminson version of was it Castle Harbor? Another good diner in town.
Oh yeah,
far side of town near the river.
But not in the winter. They're closed.
No, they're closed until February, I think.
Don't go now.
Other than that, you could go to Target or hang out at the 7-Eleven, local deli.
Do what we did in middle school and high school.
Yeah, just walk around Target for like 5 hours.
Relive the glory days.
Yeah, exactly.
You guys are making me miss New Jersey so bad right now with the bagels. Like the bagels out here, they suck.
Where are you from? Where are you from in New Jersey?
Randolph.
Oh, so like far north.
Yeah, and then I went to Parsippany High School.
Okay.
I was spoiled.
What's the difference between being a Jets fan and like being a Giants fan in terms of like New York teams, like North Jersey?
So they both suck.
Yeah, like how do you choose
I said the difference, not the same.
Yeah, I mean, there's really not much of a difference. One's green, the other one's blue. But no, in all honesty, like it's like split up. Like one person will be a Jets fan, another person will be a Giants fan. Like it varies like from person to person.
There's no rhyme or reason.
Yeah.
Like them,
Well, for
like
some people, it's like their dad's a Giants fan, so therefore they're a Giants fan, or their mother's a Jets fan, so they're a Jets fan. And then some people are just like, you know what, forget all that. I'm just gonna, be a Jets fan, Giants fan. For me, I like green's my favorite color. And growing up, I liked guys like Chad Pennington and Vinny Testaverde and Santana Moss and Curtis Martin, guys like that. So
Darrelle Revis, yep.
So that's why I became a Jets fan.
That's the exact same reason why I became a Toronto Maple Leafs fan and an Atlanta Thrashers fan, is because blue is my favorite color. So I support and approve of the decisions.
Anytime we play a show in North Jersey, we always wear Philly sports stuff.
Well, I'm sure they really appreciate it.
In New York, we've gotten a few Go Birds though.
Wow. Interesting.
And a Santa Claus tried to fight me.
Yeah.
I remember.
That's about right.
Yeah.
I was there.
Oh gosh.
Oh, that's funny.
Good old New York.
What's that?
Good old New York.
Absolutely. Miss my home city.
Yeah.
I tell people all the time, like, it's cool to go for a couple days. There's a lot to do there, but I would never live there. It's too big.
Now they got the congestion tax they just added too, so it's just $9 if you want to even go anywhere.
That's insane. That's absolutely ridiculous.
You just hitchhike or you walk over. That's literally it. You like hitchhike into like carpool lane, or you like walk over, or you take a bus.
There you go.
Well,
picture Dick walking through the Holland Tunnel.
Yeah.
I have walked there before.
Yeah.
From like Fort Lee, I've walked over to New York.
Yeah, that's insane.
That is a choice.
It was a choice. It was a bad one, but it was a choice.
You live and you learn.
That's fair. That's fair.
Well, I really appreciate you guys coming on and chatting up a little bit, and the support means the world to me.
No, absolutely.
Of course.
What you do is really reliable to us. So
yeah.
Appreciate all the sharing.
Yeah.
Of course. So for the people that are going to watch this interview later, where can they find your music at?
Any streaming platform, look for All Systems Go without the exclamation point at the end. And all of our social medias are at All Systems Go NJ.
And then hopefully Pornhub eventually.
That would be ultimate. That would absolutely be ultimate.
Dude, so before we go, Wheeler Walker Jr., I think it is, actually put up all of his music on Pornhub as an advertising strategy. Like, it's the funniest thing ever, and that is my dream for us to have our music on Pornhub. And then Matt, because he looks the most like Johnny Sins, to be dressed up as like an army vet, a doctor, you know.
Oh my gosh.
Everything. Like, it'll be a great time.
I'll be keeping my eyes peeled for that.
That'll be the next music video.
Yeah.
I will also not be doing that.
Yeah.
It's a different type of music video, man. We'll get watchers that way.
Yeah.
Watch, you guys do that and you get like, 1 million more followers.
Those memes that are like, can anybody help me with my homework in the comments? And it's like, bro, what are you doing here?
I always go in and I leave tasteful reviews. Like 4 out of 10 would watch again, but not recommend.
That's the PG version, obviously.
What a gentleman.
Yeah, and a scholar.
Keeping it classy as always.
No. Oh yeah.
That's awesome. Well, I hope you guys have a great night, and we'll chat soon.
Sounds good.
Thanks so much, Dave. You too.
Thanks so much, Dave.
Of course. Have a good one. Peace.
Yeah.
Take it easy.